Hey folks, welcome to Flosstube 16, only a few weeks after the last video. It's it's not 2.5 years again. Who am I? I'm Georgie, aka Crafty Gamer, and this is my corner of chaos where I mostly chat about cross stitch. I do other crafts and stitchy stuff too, I promise. But we mostly just see cross stitch here. I've been monogamous stitching since the last video, so we've only got one project to see today, which we have some progress on it. Today is Monday the 10th of August 2026, and hopefully this will be edited soon after. So yeah, thank you for coming back and sticking with me for a returning viewer. You are absolutely amazing. You're appreciated. Thank you so much. It was really lovely to chat to some familiar faces in the comments. We did pick up a few new people though, and you are also most welcome too to whatever this is. It's going to be a lot shorter than the last one, I tell you that. If I hand JC another lot of sort of feature-length Flosstube snippets to all put together, he might actually cry. So yeah, a shorter one today, much shorter, probably for the best too. I'm slightly infected, so apologies if I have a bit of a cough or I sound a bit funny, because I've picked something up from somewhere and I feel slightly grotty. In case you're new here, if you're not new, you know, but I tend to add a random song that links into the Flosstube in the title as part of the title. So today we have the absolute banger, The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. It's twofold, maybe fewfold, for me. So firstly, if you've never belted out Jimmy Eat World, The Middle, if you've never been in a pub and it's been on, or you've never just like belted it out in the car, you're missing a trick. It's an absolute vibe. It's an uplifting anthem. It's a bit of a pep talk all in one. So you're not failing, you're not falling behind, you're just in the middle. You're doing fine, and keep on going because everything's going to be all right. All right. You've got to say it twice. So from a stitching perspective, I felt very middle-ish, like wading through treacle for much of the last few weeks, but then I hit a massive milestone, and it really helped me sort of feel like it was the beginning of the end, and not necessarily in an emo kind of way. So yeah, I was just thinking that I could have gone with Stuck in the Middle with you, and that would have also worked. But no, we stand by Jimmy Eat World. It's too late now. So yeah, that's why the Flosstube title is at the middle. A bit of quick housekeeping. We have a certain order around these parts. It is the same order as every time, Pinky. And yeah, it's in the description. It's the same order as the chapters. We'll talk about stitchy stuff. We'll do a bit of plans. We do other things too, and we'll leave all the life stuff till the end. So I'm shut away in the office. If you hear banging or screaming, although she's quiet at the minute, that is Penny, our new rescue cat. She doesn't like closed doors, and she is very vocal about closed doors. JC is my other half and self-appointed creative director, and he pops things in my videos for me and he edits my videos. So if you see anything on the screen, like an image he puts up, or adding his own commentary, anything that pops up on the screen is JC's fault. Thank you, JC. I appreciate you. Everything is timestamped in the description if you want to skip to any bits. So yeah, if you were here last time and you left a certain word in the comments section, you might want to skip to that bit. But anyway, if not, grab a drink, put your feet up, grab your stitching, and let's make a start. Okay, so I would say here's what we're all here for, but yeah, we've got a giveaway winner to announce. So yeah, just skip to that bit. We do it after plans, so if you want to hang on, it won't be too long until we get that. But if you want to spoil the surprise, feel free to skip in the description and come back or not. But yeah, so for those of you who are here for the stitching, or if you've gone to see the giveaway winner and you're back now, I know you are. I see you. Here we go. So if you watched the last video, depending on where you switched off or you fell asleep, you know my intention was to just stitch on one thing monogamously, and we've done that. So just in case you didn't, I'm not going to drag out a massive story, but just at the minute, because my vision, my health, life stuff, work, yeah, I'm a one project girly at the moment, and that's just how things are. Just easier all round. So my one project that I worked on was the cryptid stitch along, the cryptid sal, which is by the Witchy Stitcher. And I went over this in the last video, sort of the story behind it, but yeah, it's going to be 2 minutes otherwise, so we'll do it again, but a bit shorter. In May this year, May 2026, I just finished my last project, and I was thinking, right, what do I do next? Now, I've got so much stuff. I could have totally started something new, but my judgy bag of shame was calling me, and yeah, it won. It guilted me into pulling something out that I'd started stitching quite a while ago, and yeah, and then here we are. So it's kind of a special one for me, cryptids. It's how I met my good friends, my crafty coven, and of course Brom, as well. So yeah, it's definitely been a long time coming to sort of finish it and put it away and close that chapter. So this is what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. JC will pop something up. And mine's going to look slightly different because I'm customizing it, and I'm actually customizing it, not I've like messed up and I'm fudging it and we're winging it, like, although that has been known to happen. I'm actually going to make it mine slightly different on purpose this time. So here's where I got to last time. I'll get JT to put something up again. Now, please excuse the kind of screenshot of a Flosstube video because I got a bit giddy and I forgot to take a photo before I popped it back on the frame, on the Q snap. So yeah, it's a screenshot of my Flosstube. And here is what it looks like now. Check that out. Told you we had progress. It's exciting, isn't it? So I have got a board to go behind it, but I think it's kind of okay at the minute. Yeah, now I am fairly excited about this. Fairly excited because well, firstly, we've got some cryptids in for a start. But I want to say more importantly, but it's not more importantly, but it is for me. I promised myself I wanted to finish the frame. And I have, apart from my custom bits. That's why a couple of like little titles are missing, like there and down there. But yeah, I've got a photo actually of the frame itself. Like just when I remember to take a photo of that. But yeah, I was super happy. That was my massive milestone, finishing the frame. And yeah, it all lines up, everything lined up. I was also very excited about that. However, it was a slog. So it's a shame because it doesn't pick it up well on camera. But all of the words, the lettering, smash the microphone, I get told off again. It's all in DMC Etoile. And I mean, those are a bit better, like sort of the embellishments and the moons and the little skulls here. Everything word-wise, everything like these little accents here, they're all in DMC Etoile, and that was a grind. I'm not gonna lie, I hit a wall, and it wasn't a case of smashing through it. It was like I was chipping away at the mortar, like brick by brick, pulling it down, and it was like I was getting paid by the hour rather than the job. If you know, you know. So to be honest, yeah, it was the sort of my zealous use of shiny threads that did it. But yeah, it is worth it in person. It is absolutely worth it. It does look fab. If I ever do say so myself. But I got to that point, and yeah, it was like, I don't know, kind of a switch flipped. Like I'd forgotten how quickly I could stitch when I wasn't doing it with like the shiny stuff. So yeah, now I'm on to actual cryptids. So we're all for the ye old Stitchy stats here, and I'm just going to kind of bring these up because why would I be prepared? Why would that be a thing? Here we go. No, not now. No, I don't want to create stickers for my photos. It's fine. Go away. I've got a new phone. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to put it on a board, then I can hang it, hold it, kind of, while talking about it a bit better. There we go. It's better. Okie dokie. So the designer is the Witch Stitcher, and I started this on the 16th of August 2021, and I restarted it around the 4th of November 2021 as well. That's a different story I covered last time. Possibly won't. All right, I will. You twisted my arm. Yeah, I decided to do the frame in 1/2, so one thread over sort of two crosses, and I liked it at the time. It made it look a bit antique-y, a bit delicate. Hate it now. And not like hate it because the frame sucked, like hated it because it looked terrible. It was a bad choice. I mean, it was good at the time because I thought it looked good, but then yeah, a few months later, changed my mind, pulled it all out. Terrible. So the release schedule, the frame was released on the 1st of August 2021, and then it was parts weekly with an occasional break until the 21st of January 2022. The fabric is Old Salem linen by the Primitive Hair. It's called for fabric. All the threads are DMC. I am doing the diamond colour conversion. I promise I will have a look at getting that information if anyone wants it in the description or on the website. We'll not talk about the website. I'm stitching it 2/2. The stitched area is 119 wide by 244 high. Stitch count is about 18,000 stitches and change, not including backstitch and faffing about and replacing stuff. But yeah, why do I do these things? So yeah, anyway, size at that stitch count on this fabric is about 13 by 16 inches, which if you are centimeters is about 33 by 40 centimeters. So yeah, there we go. I think you last saw it at about 60%, which was about 10,800 stitches thereabouts, and we are now at 73.32%, which is 13,248 stitches. We're almost there. I mean, I would say it's like all plain sailing from here, but it isn't. I promised myself I'm going to do my own design for one of them, so which is that one. And then in this one here, we're going to put my friend Jen, no, not Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole. Come on, George. Wild Dragon Stitchers, Wild Dragon Crafts, Wild Dragon Stitcher. Jen has done a, we lovingly call it Sexy Water Death Horse. It's well scripted. And that is going in there. So I did say last time I was going to stitch everything in release order. That's a lie. When I'm putting the cryptids in, I'm just working in whatever I can see in the Q-snap because, to be quite frank, I haven't got the bandwidth or the... I don't know. I was trying to think of a nice way to say I can't be asked. Switching everything around, but yeah. That's where we're at. It's just the amount, the effort to take it off and then stitch and move it, and then yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Well, we want to finish this, and yeah, it's to actually sit down and have the headspace to stitch at the moment is enough. So yeah, we're just stitching whatever we can see on the Q-snap, whichever cryptid that happens to be. That's what we're going to do. So yeah, like, oh, I'm clicking my notes. Oh, I forgot to bring it up. RIP one more spool of diamond. So I've burned through 2 spools of DMC diamond thread, and we're still going. So yeah, I kind of wish I'd have kept them both now. I threw the other one away, the empty spool, kind of like a memento. But where do you put these things if you keep them? We don't have room. So yeah, that's it. Right now, I'll show you like I love my Mothman. I really do. I was dead. I love. I know he's got to have eyes yet. He's gonna have like little red eyes. So the idea is, I'm not going to do everything in the sparkly thread, cryptids wise, but I am probably going to do a little bit of something in each kind of cryptids box with a bit of sparkly, because I do have lots of different colours of it, and it does set it off. But yeah, honestly, I'm like struggling to hold it up now. My arms are tired. I'm so tired. But yeah, cryptid stitch along. Really happy with that. It's gonna segue nicely into plans. I don't know if we're gonna get it done by the next Flosstube, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's it. I don't know much longer I can hold this up for. Like, that's it. That's all my stitching. So see you later. I have a tiny correction. I said a 12 quite a few times, and I did mean diamond. I know I also said diamond, but yeah, so it's oh, can you imagine if it was a 12? It's most definitely DMC 310 diamond shiny stuff that's gone into here, and other shiny colours of diamond thread. not at all. Can you imagine? Crikey. That stuff's interesting to work with. I mean, this is bad enough as it is, but crikey. Yeah, so slight me correction there. I've been downstairs as well. Someone's like knocked at the door, the tree surgeon's knocked at the door. I could have totally brought it up and like gone, this is the empty spool of thread, and I've forgotten because I'm useless. So yeah, slight correction there. I went rambling into plans and I was stopped like, no, I need to say that, I need to correct myself, and then yeah, I could have, right, anyway, useless. Right, plans. Right. Plans, let's do this. Plans. I am a bit stuck with plans. I mean, I'm not. Like, plan number one is finish cryptids. Like, obviously, that's priority number one. However, I can't think about what else I want to do. Like, work's gonna be horrible until like December, and it's kind of really hard to switch off and think about stuff when it's this busy. JC's obviously also doing some really awesome stuff with his business, which I'm helping with too. It's going to be busy, folks. It's going to be busy. Where does that leave the stitching and the plans? It leaves it at a question mark. I don't know. We have options. I mean, yes, cryptids, it's been a journey. It's going to get finished either. It's not going to be August. It's going to get finished September. Let's be realistic about this. Now, I have other stuff. I have plenty of other things. I could start something new. I could finish something I've already started, but I kind of just done that. And everything else I've got is like a fairly big undertaking. So we're talking, if you've not been here before, like just go back to the Flosstube 15 and have a gander, because like there's epic Pokemon, that's a lot of stitches, and there's finding fantasy, and that's a lot more stitches. That's a pathetic start. Yeah, so I have big things that I've already started. I have big things that I've not started. I need to get my Notion up to date, really, don't I? I have little things. I have palette cleansers. Should we do palette cleansers? I have mill hills. I have like little things like that, or like sort of like 7,000-10,000 stitches kind of projects. Yeah, we have options. I just don't have brain space. So any thoughts, opinions, whatever, are greatly and well received. I'm up for suggestions. I saw Unconventional X Stitch. I'm sure it was them. They put about I'm gonna say Smorgust because like it's Yorkshire in it. But like Smaugust, so Smog, from Lord of the Rings, so Smorgust. I'm a bit gutted. I was like kind of I want to do that, but I'm struggling switching between projects at the moment with my eyes and things, and I was like, it made me a bit sad. I'm like, ooh, maybe I could do like Smogtober. I don't know. I have a Lord of the Rings one I could do, but it's not got Smaug in it. Anyway, right, okay, whatever. Have a think. I'll have a think. We'll have a big think together, and we'll work out what we're doing. Then also, like, not to drag it on because we've got the giveaway winner next, but Flosstube plans, like this channel plans. What are we doing? What do we want to do here, folks? Because again, work horrible until December. I'm not wishing time away. It's a fact. I'm just stating facts. And busyness up until September. But I'd like to do more. We've got she says having done 2 videos in 2.5 years, and this one should have been like 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago. Anyway. But while we've got momentum, let's talk about it. Like, I can do more. We can do stitch with me's. I've got stuff now to do stitch with me's. I got sort of kits and things, and we could do like not unboxings, but sort of like, let's have a look at this. You're thinking about buying a Gecko Rouge, this is what you get. You're thinking about buying this is what you get. We can do that kind of thing, like reviews, but not reviews, all that kind of stuff. Organization stuff, stash dives. Do you want to see? Shall I just keep doing randomly floss tubes, or shall we do something more with the channel? Shall we not do floss tubes? Shall we do like other non-stitchy stuff? I have lots of Lego. Do you want to do build with me's while I chat and ramble? I like jigsaws, and I'm looking for an excuse to buy a very massive jigsaw. JC, It's ridiculously big. We could do jigsaws together as well. Anyway, we need to have a big think about what's coming up in 2027, which I appreciate is like miles away, but it's also not. That's about keeping my sanity at the moment. But yeah, like craft your own game. Are we just going to keep doing Flosstubes, or shall we do some other things? Shall we have a bit of fun with this? When when I gain my life back, and regain my work-life balance. So yeah, tell me what you want to see and I'll do my best. Right, okay. Let's see who won the giveaway. Let's unless you've seen already. Let's see who won. I don't know yet. I'm gonna do the thingy thing now, the random comment generator now. I don't even know who's won yet. So if you looked ahead, you know before I do. Right, okay. Let's go. Giveaway. Right, I've possibly just upset a few things by recording my screen just now. One of those things might be JC, depending on how badly I mess things up. It's okay, we'll fix things for next time if they look different. So yeah, firstly, thank you to everyone who left a comment, regardless of whether you entered or not. Those of you that did enter, I didn't think about how hard it would be to reply back to you without also typing familiar or familiars, and being picked up myself by the random comment picker. That would have been funny. So yeah, I got creative. It's fine. I'll think about that for future giveaways potentially. It might not be so easy, but as a reminder, we were giving away this chat here by Modern Folk Embroidery. The lovely Jacob signed this and knows I'll be giving it away. So to enter, you had to use the word familiar or familiars in a comment in Flosstube 15, and I have just drawn this on Monday, the 10th of August 2026. So obviously the giveaway draw is closed now. So yeah. Right, I could tell you who's won, but it's much more fun to watch the draw. I'll not keep you waiting any longer and we'll seamlessly cut to that right now. Well, JC will. Thank you, JC, and good luck, folks. I have no idea what I'm doing. Right, okay. We've done this before, we're fine. Okay, so we have this video here. We have words or hashtags, familiar or familiars. And then I want one winner. There can be only one. And we are going to flick through random names on the animation for 10 seconds just so I can make sure it's showing on the screen. And then, yeah, we have 13 comments because I had to solve a sum. And I did that before I started recording because, yeah, life's stressful enough without having to do math on video. So I believe if I press this start button, then we will find who has won the giveaway. Let's go. Are we ready for the longest 10 seconds of our lives? Cursed Stitchers. Well done, congratulations. There we go, folks. Cursed Stitchers, congratulations, well done. Okay, so what shall we do? I'll leave it a little while just so not to spoil the surprise if you're going to watch this video, but I will reply with something cryptic-ish on your comments if you've not gotten in touch. Excuse me. But the easiest way to get hold of me is via Instagram DM. I do have an email address too somewhere in the about section on here that you can use too. But yeah, if you reach out to me at Cursed Stitchers, I shall get this to you. We'll work it out. I will be doing more giveaways, so I've got some stuff to go through anyway. And also, if I see something cool, I generally pick it up for myself. But I'll also pick something up for other people as well on Flosstube. So if you didn't win this time, if you weren't lucky enough to win this time, there's always potentially a chance in the future. Right. What's next? Oh, giveaway done. Shoutouts, acquisitions, and Stitch Kindness. Just looking at my notes. So I know some folks might leave at this point. If you are heading off, then thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I might see you again soon. I mean, I will see you again soon, not because I'm making you come back, I will see you again soon. But I will hopefully see you at the beginning of September for an August Stitchy update. So for those folks who are sticking around, we'll keep going, but I'm just going to grab a quick drink because my voice is failing me. 2 ticks. Okie dokie. Right. I wasn't really going to do shout outs, but there was just like 2 things I wanted to mention. So I didn't put anything up anywhere really that I was going to put, like, do a new Flosstube or anything. I won't for this one either. Probably won't for a while. I didn't want a big "I'm back" kind of thing, because, you know, bailing for so long really isn't something I'm proud of, to be honest. And it felt a bit disingenuous, sort of making a massive song and dance about me actually pulling my finger out and recording a video. So the first shout out is to you lovely lot. You know, some of you folks must have stayed subscribed because, you know, you came back somehow. And I obviously, I mentioned I picked up some new folks along the way last video, and, you know, like, and whether you left comments, whether you didn't, whether you're new here, whether you've been here before, thank you. You know, however you found me, and this little corner of chaos of stitching. Hi, thank you so much. The shout out is to you. You're awesome folks, and it's a lovely community to be a part of. So shout out to you guys out there. And the other shout out, is it a shout out? I don't know what it is. A really unexpected comment that I received, considering I'd not put anything out anywhere about the Flosstube happening or anything, was this one. JC's gonna kind of put the start of it there. And I'm not often at a loss for words, but how in the algorithm did the lovely Maria from Quaternion Creations find out that I'd stitched one of her amazing patterns and found the Flosstube video to comment on it? Because, like, yeah, that's just, yeah, that's amazing. Reaching out is absolutely on my to-do list, so we can maybe put something together. If you haven't read the comment, or it's not fully on the screen, Maria very kindly offered to sort of have a chat to me about the inspiration behind her design, and yeah, I'm very excited. So it might be a bit of a while before things come together, because I don't know about Maria's commitments, and obviously work sucks, busyness. So yeah, yeah, that's quite exciting. And maybe I could start interviewing cross-stitch designers. Maybe that's the thing I could do. Maybe I haven't found my thing yet. Maybe that's it. Anyway, so yeah, that's not a shout out, but that's just to check that out. I've watched Zero Flosstube since, you know, forever, because of bandwidth struggles and taking things in, and the struggle bus. But yeah, 2027, baby, it's got to get better by then. It has to. It's a downhill, uphill, whichever way is good. Like, as of September through to December, it's gonna get better. Probably before December. I'm just hedging my bets. Okie dokie. Acquisitions and Stitchy kindness. I mean, there's not much here in the way of these kind of things. My mum and JC treated me to loads from Big Stitch. I am very lucky and very spoiled, and very grateful. But to be honest, I'm also very skint. Vetsville's sort of payback mainly for Leo. That's where all my spare cash is going, because I spent, yeah, it was all worth it. But we are still sort of riding out the consequences of trying to get Leo sorted, which didn't happen, bless him. So yeah, I'm not on a no buy. I'm just on a buy with caution, and just sort of getting back on track with finances and things. So I have got some overtime coming, and I have got some of that earmarked for the needlework marketplace. So we'll have a look at that at some point. But yeah, I do have, though, my fabric of the month. It's every 2 months from Luella's Fabrics, and I actually forgot to open May's Fabrics because Leo, everything. So I just thought we could have a quick look at those. And I have a bit of Stitch Kindness to me, incoming Stitch Kindness as well. So I apologise if this rattles. I don't know what it's going to look like on screen, so let's have a look. So this is the July fabric of the month. Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. The July fabric of the month by Luella's Fabrics. Now, I now get the 18 count Ada. It's lighter in person than it is on the screen, but it's not doing too bad, to be fair. But yeah, I used to get the linen, which we'll see in a second, and an Ada as well. because I didn't really have a stash of linen. Not that you need a stash of linen, but I found I was stitching more on it. Excuse me. And then understandably the cost of everything goes up, and Sharon had to put the prices up, so I switched just back to the 18 count for a while, and then I probably will maybe stop altogether because I have enough like kind of built up to sort of like pick and stitch my stash, which is great because I didn't have a fabric stash a few years ago. Like I didn't even know that was a thing. So yeah, so this is much lighter, to be fair. And what's the opposite of bright? That's not dull, because it's not dull. Muted, much more muted in person, but that's giving me kind of Halloweeny vibes, but it's also giving me, what's the Live Laugh Love one that's not Live Laugh Love? Right, I'll find it. I know, right, I'll find it for next time. I know what's going on that, potentially. Right, okay, game on. Just like holding it, I've got stuff everywhere now. Excuse me, my voice is kind of going now. I've talked for too long. So then the May ones that I didn't open are this lovely kind of blue denim colour. A really kind of like light variegated denim. So this is a 35 count linen, that quarter. Ooh, wrong way. And that's showing up really well, to be fair. And then this is the 18 count Ada version too. There we go. That's actually quite nice. And that's my kind of jam, like greyy, bluey kind of thing. So that's definitely going to get used. So that is Luella's Fabrics. So Luella's Fabrics is on Facebook. I've linked it in the video description. Sharon's fabrics are lovely. Sharon's lovely. But her fabrics are absolutely awesome. I'd 100% recommend buying from Sharon, and the prices are really reasonable. And it's absolutely beautiful to stitch on. I've a few of my recent finishes, my Lola Crow finishes, and the Odyssey stitch along actually, which is Maria's Sal, and Quaternion Creations. So yeah, that's actually on one of Sharon's fabrics too, so that's pretty awesome. Sharon does, I don't know if any slots are open, but does fabric of the month every couple of months, so it's like bi-monthly. And also she does commissions too. So if you wanted, she could create the perfect fabric for a project for you. This isn't sponsored in any way. I just stitch a lot on Luella's fabrics. Sorry, I'm going to have to grab another drink. Just give me 2 takes. I might have a big cough as well. Okay, so I also couldn't let this Flosstube pass without showing some stitch kindness that was sent to me by my lovely friend Carrie, who is DNA Geek Crafts on Flosstube and on Instagram. So Carrie posted in our Crafty Coven group chat about a design that was exclusive to Mystic Fabrics, and I'd already seen this somehow, I think, and I loved it. I'm not sure how I saw it, but not to go into too much detail about my health again, but my long-term memory is trashed, and it's mainly because of my medical conditions. So when I do remember something, it's really amazing, and I kind of hang on to it, and I really ought to start some kind of like memory book or list, because it's not as frequent as I'd like it to be. Anyway, forget it. I do. So when I saw this pattern, I remembered something, and I remembered having a rainbow bright duvet cover, but vividly I remember like a little section of maybe wallpaper. Is it a banner? You know, like, I don't know, in kids' rooms, you like halfway up the wall, you have like a wallpaper going that way. And I remember, I think I had a like a rainbow bright bit of wallpaper. I don't know. I remember this. I remember nothing else. I remember this a bit of a wallpaper and a duvet, and that's why I love the pattern. So anyway, I said to Carrie, I said to group chat, I would absolutely live vicariously through Carrie, because it was in the US, it's Mystic Fabrics. see note about being skint, and maybe I'd reward myself with it, and get the kit when I finish cryptids. It'd be like a present to myself, because by the time you factor in like taxes, customs, shippings, etc., just to get things over here, it can work out a bit on the expensive side. So that was a while ago, thought nothing of it, and the conversation moved on. And then last week, I think it was, the post came like usual, but we were both working, and so we just pop it to one side until later in the day. And I forgot about it, and JC reminded me later, I think, that were parcels, and I'd ordered one thing, which was some felt for JC's steering wheels. That's a different story. Don't ask. So I was expecting a package, but then I saw a USPS one, and I was like, you know, when you get the panic, like, oh, what did I order? I cannot remember. And like, yeah, I saw USPS and I was like, oh, I don't remember ordering anything from America. But it's okay because I then saw Carrie's name on it. But then I was really confused because I was just like, what? And then, yeah, anyway, look at this. So thank you, Carrie. Not only has Carrie got me the pattern that I wanted, the unicorn and friends, but I got all the threads too. Sorry if that's, I know it's probably rattling, I apologise. But then I got the whole kit. Carrie got me the whole shebang. So I've got the reflection 16 count Ada as well, which is great because it dyes and it shrinks down. It's perfect, and this is exactly like one of my favourite sizes to stitch on. So yeah, like, oh, and also I got a card, and you're amazing, Carrie, thank you. And also little Batty. Come on, Batty, show up. It's got a face on here. A little bat needle minder. And there were also some goodies in there, some food goodies, but JC commandeered those straight away. So yeah, honestly, like, thank you. That it was so generous and very, very unexpected, and things haven't, I won't say they're not being great because my life is great, but like, yeah, made me smile and very unexpected. So yeah, you know, I hesitate to use the word blessed because that's not my vibe at all, but I'm very grateful that the universe threw me and my friends together, not just because they send me like amazing things, but yeah, just I've got lovely friends, and I probably don't hold up my end of the deal as well as I should do, so I need to get better at that. But yeah, Stitchy kindness. Stitchy people are the best people. I think we all know that. That's why we're here. So I think next is life stuff, and I know some folks leave before that too. So we're going to do life stuff and reading, watching, listening to, which I think I stole that title from how Carrie says it, because I really like how it flows, and yeah, so credit there to Carrie, because Carrie does reading, watching, listening to, and that's what she calls it. I'm sure she does. So anyway, thank you so much for spending time with me. If you're abandoning me at this point, that's absolutely fine. I hold no grudges, and I hope to see you here again next time, and happy stitching. So the rest of you like the goss, and to sort of hear what's happening and what's happened over the last few weeks, give me 2 minutes because I'm going to cough again, and then I'll be right back with a life update. Just before I go into life stuff, I didn't know if I'd said it or made it obvious that it's because the colour palette, I think, sort of went and like triggered the memory of like the Rainbow Bright thing, and that's why I love unicorns and stuff anyway, but like I think that's why especially I wanted that. I'm not saying like the tiny modernist like kind of took inspiration from that at all, but yeah, just I think that colour palette did something in my head and like went like that reminds me of that, and yeah, I think it's such a cool pattern anyway. Life update. Life update. Where's my notes? Right. Crystallised Stitch Along has made it back to my mum's house, but it isn't up yet. It's possibly a this week job, but I haven't forgotten I owe you a photo of the crystallised Stitch Along in its framed glory with the crystals underneath it. So that's still on the list. The reason why I didn't film last weekend is we've had some issues with Eric, bless him. He's my ex-stray black cat. I'll get JC to put some pictures in, he's lovely. And he's always been a bit quirky with his food. Yes. But he stopped eating. and he was, yeah, we tried to eat one night and he made an awful sound. It was horrible, and he was trying to eat and he was so hungry, but he couldn't. So we got him to the vet straight away, and tried meds for a day or two. But anyway, long story short, he ended up having a full dental and exploration and flushing out of sinuses and things, and yeah. So we're back eating. He's okay. He's that was very stressful for everyone involved, and like poor Eric, but like just so soon after everything with Leo, and I was just like, oh, not again. But yeah, we're good, touch wood. We've now got terrible habits. He's got a bit of a plate phobia, so yeah. He can now have whatever he wants, however he wants, whenever he wants it, and there was a lot of like hand feeding of wet cat food, which was glorious. But he's put on his bit of weight that he's lost, and yeah, hopefully we're back out the other side with that. But that was slightly stressful week/weekend, making sure he was okay, and getting him out the other side of that. So other than hand feeding a cat in random areas of the house, it's been fairly boring, I think. So that kicked me a bit energy wise, and then I've come down whatever with this nonsense is, which is also kicking me, and some kind of cold coffee thing. As you've probably gathered, work is hectic. We're completely changing our main management information system, and I'm supporting with the training and the rollout of that. And as a bonus, I also get to learn an additional system as well. Lucky me. So my head is pretty full learning 2 brand new systems, enough to train other people on them in various roles and build things in those systems. And then the hours are bonkers at the minute, and yeah, it's just a whole thing. But we've got a hard deadline. The hard deadline is September, and then it's all got to be downhill from September, because it'll just be a chaos September while everyone beds in, and then it's just going to get better from there. So it's going to be good. Excuse me. And my work bestie's back this week now, which is always good. So we've got another pair of steady hands to get going and to meet that deadline. So yeah, I mean, that's about it. Yeah, I've just been too exhausted to do anything else really, apart from sit watching TV and doing logic puzzles. A bit of stitching, not much. But that's my life at the minute. And of course, pandering to the animals and making sure they're all happy and okay. Reading, watching, listening to is pretty pathetic. It's been an eclectic journey of watching this last few weeks. So I went hard on the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders documentary on Netflix. I think it's America's Sweethearts, and I smashed all 3 seasons of that. We don't have anything like that over here. I mean, we do, like, but not to that extent, at all. So it was really interesting to see a take on that, and from the auditions, them making the team and them training and performing live, and like kind of the resilience and athleticism that they have is pretty impressive. And Thunderstruck looks like it will be really awesome to see perform live. So I've never been to the US. I had some ill-spent days in Mexico in my youth, which were very fun. So maybe Thunderstruck goes on the list. But yeah, I then pivoted and sucked JC well into behind the scenes WWE wrestling that's on Netflix as well, and we've just finished and excuse me, smashed 3 seasons of that too. And again, that kind of brought back things that I'd forgotten. Like my memory sort of like tweaked on that, because me and my mum used to watch wrestling together. And fun fact, or I think it's a fun fact, my mum used to be part of the St. John's ambulance crews that went to wrestling and boxing events to treat the crowd and the wrestlers and the boxers. So yeah. Oh, what other things? We devoured the Tom Hanks World War II series on Sky. That was really well done. I mean, obviously, it's through the lens of the victors, and it's sort of skewed to the side of the story, with the Americans and the Allies. And you can't really. It's not enjoyable because death, destruction, and just atrocities that occurred. But it was interesting and worth a watch if you're interested in history. And I'm a big advocate of, I think we all should be interested in history to some extent, because we need to learn those lessons from past events so history doesn't repeat itself. Just leave that there. Random films. Weapons, I went into that blind and really enjoyed it. I don't want to spoil it. Didn't end up being what I thought it would be. Then I saw advertised Lee Cronin's The Mummy, which was by the same people as Weapons, and again I went in blind to that. A different take on the kind of the mummy subgenre, and I really kind of enjoyed that as well. On Sky, Fuse with a Z was a good action with lots of nice twists that I kind of guessed, but they didn't make it any less enjoyable by me guessing what was going on. It was quite a good kind of thing. And then I'm so sorry for coughing. Finally, The Truthers, which was kind of a crime / mystery, and I don't know how I feel about it. I wasn't even going to mention it, but I want to know how other people feel about it if you've seen it, because it was on Amazon, I think. Let me know what you think if you watched it. It was enjoyable, I think, and it didn't play out how I expected it to, but I was just a bit okay then. At the I don't know. But it was background fodder, and it was kind of, I don't know, end of the day, cool down, background fodder. But yeah, I don't know what I think about that. The Truthers. And yeah, I've not listened to or read any books, which is shameful, but again, bandwidth issues, to take them in and actually enjoy them. So I did get an invitation for the coveted 24 credits for 12 months of Audible. So that's the thing, and that's about it. That is it. It's a really boring update, life update. The probably other things probably have happened and I've probably forgotten about them, because I'm pretty, I don't want to say I'm useless at this, because I mean I am at writing things down at the minute. So yeah, I'll try and get better at kind of writing things down in readiness for the next Flosstube. But yeah, that's me, that's us. So if you've made it all the way to the end, thank you, genuinely. You know, I hope you're doing okay out there on your side, and I'd love it if you drop me a comment or just said hi. Let me know what you're stitching on, let me know what you've been up to. If you've made it to the end, to here, drop me a sports adjacent emoji. Anything cheer, wrestling, athletic, anything that fits. I'm not a massive sports person. I've loved the cheerleaders docuseries and wrestling behind the scenes stuff. They are absolutely athletes in their own right, and I know about but we like the wrestling. It is real, kind of. If I were playing, I'd probably pick the cheer speaker cone thing. You know the one I mean. But yeah, drop me a comment. What other interesting behind the scenes kind of stuff could I possibly brain rot with? Because I need brain rot stuff at the moment, to keep me going in an evening. Anyway, so again, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, best wishes, take care, happy stitching or doing whatever else you love, and I'll see you next time. Bye.